So it was brought to my attention that the previous channel message that I did, there was a Scorpio who was trying to attach to my good energy. No thank you. This message was made and curated on Monday, May 18th, 2026 at 2:08 a.m. 2 days after this channel message was made and curated. The number two, very significant, of Taurus and second house placements. Somebody wanted to connect with you, energy harvest off of you for some money. Somebody think you the what's that shit? The cash cow. Somebody think you the money magnet, bitch. So they wanted to leech off of your good ass energy. And they thought they was gonna do this like hidden, or you wasn't gonna know, or they could manipulate you in this scenario situation. Or it could be a Scorpio. Now this message is in regards to the zodiac signs of Cancer, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio. Two significant zodiac signs is Cancer and Taurus, zodiac sun signs. What you need to know is that God is very much in this situation and scenario. Now, notes I wrote in regards to this message. I just wrote this note just now as I realized what was going on. A Scorpio tried to manipulate you in consenting your own energy harvest. Hashtag site. So, while we're on the topic, I wasn't gonna say that, but like, so how long Drake and oops, now, not really. I'll say this. So I had this previous dream. I guess it just came into fruition just now. Uh, I had two dreams in particular. Well, it was two in one dream. It was a warehouse dream, basically for Amazon. It's so funny. I saw this like piece of content where I saw like this Amazon worker, um, was basically dang. You know how like they have like those horse carriage rides, or and then sometimes it's not a horse carriage, it's like a bike, and they be carrying the bike be carrying like that trunk load of people, and it's supposed to be like a tourist attraction stuff like that. Somebody have this Amazon vehicle. I don't know where the fuck they have this Amazon vehicle where it's like somebody's riding a bike, but they're carrying like a trailer of like shipment stuff. And the people in the comment section was like, "Oh nah, like this is the definition that Amazon be working you too dang hard." 95 and fulfillment orders and stuff like that, yeah. And fulfillment centers, like, oh my gosh, not fulfilling other ways. So I just reiterate, if you never heard the warehouse dream that I've had before in regards to 2D Dreamcatcher message. So the 2D Dreamcatcher message took place at an Amazon, and basically there was people that was not working at Amazon. Pretty significant, like whoever Amazon competitors are. So next chapter I'm hearing. So don't know what that means. Isn't that like a sorority fraternity type of scenario situation? When you say next chapter, like there's chapters and sororities and fraternities. I don't know why that's in the anywho. So in the 2D catcher message, dream catcher message, I previously had about the warehouse dream. I've had I had maybe three I can recall right now. Well, two warehouse dreams I've had before. It's the first dream I ever had in my life when I was 6 years old that we're going to discuss, and then the one I'm talking about now. So the warehouse dream was a whole bunch of people who didn't work at Amazon had infiltrated an Amazon facility location. Um, some way somehow they had got a hold of Amazon employee uniforms and pretended like they were working there, but they had ulterior motives. Their ulterior motives was to hijack Amazon trailer trailer truck that they had implicated in a way where they could drop all of the resources from the truck from underneath. And basically, you ever seen like when those trucks, God forbid, for me and my supporters' lives, you ever see when them trucks like have like an accident, and then like all this belongings in the trucks and stuff like that fly out, and people are just like, "Ooh, free shit." It's something like that. Maybe there's like an Amazon hack. Oh, so I keep seeing it. All right, this might be significant. I keep seeing on my news feeds about Amazon deals. Like they have this Amazon app where you can like Walmart almost, but Walmart is kind of different. But like with Amazon, they have a whole app for it where you can go on this app, find the item that you want off the Amazon website, and then find a better deal for it, and then you can match it, and then but then on Amazon's website it'll be marked as a coupon or discount. I've also been seeing a lot of pieces of content in regards to like this one piece of content I see the other day. It has nothing to do with Amazon, but there's like a more to the message. There's this woman. She was working for a jewelry company, and the jewelry company used to have like these promo deals for the people who would promote, like digital content creators who would promote like the jewelry. And the woman who was working there, she was not one of the people privy to that knowledge of the promotional code, but she had a friend that was in a more ranked position to receive the promo code. So her friend gave her the promo code anyways. Ironically, after the friend gave her the promo code, all of a sudden, her friend was fired from the jewelry business, and she was upset and scorned about this. So she tried to give her promo code, the company's promo code for free jewelry to the internet. She went on TikTok and told everybody the promo code. She was like, "Yeah, it still works. You can still order it and this and the third." All right, let me just dissect that piece of content that I seen. First and foremost, it's so ironic that, all right, there could be a situation scenario where, in regards to a business endeavor, career field type of scenario, where you could have been working with somebody, a colleague, but you guys are in different departments, you're or something like that. Work within the same business field, but y'all in two different departments. You, the mission, the goal is the same, but y'all doing two different things, or subcategories, something like that. It's different ranks. There's a scenario where like somebody is in a more subservient position in regards to this career field, where they're working with this particular colleague. The colleague with more rank is given more amenities, more bonuses, more resources. And you could be cool with this other colleague who does not get those amenities and resources and etc. Because the reason why they're in that particular subservient position is because they don't have the prerequisites to be of the rank that you're in. It's like, I don't want to say it like that. It's like you're here and somebody else is down there. But it's something about this person's attitude. Like, this is like, let's say you work in a career field, right? And you love your job. And you can tell that you love your job because you keep getting bonuses, you, you keep getting more resources. Um, your employers, the people that managing you, whatever the case may be, they love what you're doing. They want you to keep doing it. There's other colleague of yours who's of a lesser rank can come off as though they're happy for you, and maybe they are happy for you, but like deep down inside, they're not. They are not happy. Like they're not happy about your achievements. Hi, how are you? You say you're the first person. Hey, God bless you. Hey, you the first person. Ask me a question in the comment section if you want me to do a quick reading. Since you said something. Anywho's, so like you might have a colleague and or a friend that you could have did business with in the same career field as, and they acting like they happy for you and your position and the resources and the ranks that you're in, but they're not. They deep down inside they wish it was them, and it really bothers them to the fact where it could be affecting how they work in the career field that they're in. Or you might have a boss, a manager, or something like that who has disowned them, fired them, be gone, vanish, because they were so fixated on what you got going on. It was interfering with the actual work they were supposed to do in a whole different department. And they were like a impediment to overall the whole career field success. And this person, who you think is your friend and your colleague, you could have been giving them tips or a hint how to do their job better because you're already ranked up. You're already basically prodigy. You sound pretty, thank you. You said you're from Greece? Nice. Nice. Is that where Athens is? I'm here in Athens. Anywho, so like this person, you could have been trying to help out. You either friends with them or this is your colleague, and y'all was cool. But this person got like an envious spirit on them. They wanted what you have, like, but they don't have the. They're not equipped to do what you're doing, and they were so envious about what you had going on. It was like not helping them and them their scenario because they was basically slipping on the job. Like they wasn't doing what they were supposed to do. Their attention wasn't on task. Like so they had to get let go. And this person could have been upset about that because first and foremost, the whole generalization of what I'm trying to let y'all know and narrate is that like this person basically was jealous of you and your position and what you had going on, and that you keep getting bonuses and right your career and you keep doing good for yourself, and they want to be like you, but it can't be like you because that's not their destiny. That's why they're not equipped to do what you're doing. So now they can't do what they were doing, but they never loved what they were doing at all. This is somebody who saw you doing something and was like, "Hey, I'm gonna do something similar or just the same," and like it's not going good for them because they didn't want to do it from good intent from their heart. They didn't want to like. It's like somebody who chose the career field because you chose the career field and they want to just be better than you and they can't, and it's like bothering them. And because time and time again they're getting proved that they can't do what you do. Whole time you're not knowing that. Whole time you're not even knowing that. So you're trying to be helpful to this person, give them tips and pointers. That's probably making them mad. Shit. That shit was probably making them mad, like because they want to be better than you. Anywho's, hello, how are you? Anywho's, going back to the 2D Dreamcatcher message. So like yeah, so that basically was the gist of the 2D Dreamcatcher message. But like they were able to do it the first time, hijack the truck and the team effort, and they decided to go back to the same location after that happened and do the same thing all over again. Get the Amazon uniforms that they were not a part of. didn't work for, go hijack another truck. It was so ironic because um this one particular person was a woman. Cancer, Virgo, Pisces, Capricorn, zodiac signs, sun sign placements could be very significant. They about to go do this hijack one more time because the first one was successful. But what happened was this woman, this Cancer, Virgo, Pisces, Capricorn, sun sign placement, when she came into work that day for the hijacking, she realized, like, she had a bad feeling. Her discernment was telling her, like, nah, let's not do this. And while everybody else was getting ready in positions to go hijack another Amazon truck trailer, this woman crept out and left them there. Now, that particular day, the second time around, where they tried to do that hijacking, this is the person who was trying to pretend to be you. Like, I don't know if you worked for Amazon. Maybe you worked for Amazon and you had a full rank position, and then somebody else tried to work for Amazon and it wasn't working for them. Maybe you order from Amazon, you get Amazon Prime. Then somebody else tried to get Amazon Prime. They can't even pay for the Amazon Prime. I don't know. It's something like that. Anywho, so when this woman had her discernment to leave a situation early, because she had, her discernment was telling her something bad was going to happen. That's your discernment. God telling you something, you just listen. Ooh. Excuse me. The enemy going through some shit right now. Now, not the good kind. The rest of the team that was pretending to be Amazon facility workers, they go to the like parking lot where the like Amazon trailer trucks are. Usually it's a lot of trucks there. That particular day it was one truck at the back of the back of the back of the back of the facility, far away from the facility, in the dark at nighttime, Scorpio reference. I was watching the Dream and Point of View reference, and I was just like, this don't look right. It looked like a trap, and it was. So basically, these people, because if you understand, those type of facilities have cameras and stuff like that. So like, there's no other trucks. The truck is at a far distance, parked up. Usually, if the this is me from my experience of 9 to 5, having like experience in facilities, warehouse facilities like that. Usually, the trucks that have stuff in them are usually closer to the facility, not at a distance. But what do I know? So like these group of people, these refugees, whatever you want to call them, they go over to the Amazon truck and they basically try to do the same thing they do last time, but it was a trap and basically they got caught up. But a woman got away because she used her discernment not to affiliate herself with that plan the second time around. Somebody could have wanted to stage a coup with you. This is all right. Remember what I was just talking about. All right, let's say you got a better position at a certain career field in a certain job, etc., etc., etc. You're getting benefits, you're getting resources, bonuses. This other colleague of yours works in a different department. She or he not getting none of that shit. And there's some things going on at job. Maybe they want to cause a strike or something like that, and they want you to be a part of it, or whatever the case may be. Yeah, I'm telling the truth. It's a Sagittarius prominent placement in the birth chart who's the opposite enemy. So, Sagittarius rising sign who's the opposite enemy. Yep, confirmation. Yo, Diz, mother freaking the comment section said name themselves Fat Candy. Like, yo, y'all getting so creative with the names. That's funny as fuck. Wait, Fat Candy, what do you mean? Why I'm not here? I'm here. What are you talking about? I have arrived. Let's do it again. Can I do it again? I have arrived. 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 Oh, I have arrived. Ooh, who picking me up? Oh, hopefully somebody I like. I like it. I love it. I like it. You love it. But anyways, yeah, that was the whole dream. Like, let's say like there was like a career field that you were in, and you got colleagues, whatever the case may be, but you were getting more amenities, resources, bonuses at work, whatever you do for a living, and you got somebody else who works in a subcategory department of the career field that you're in. They're not receiving none of that shit. Now, this person want to incite a riot, a strike, or something like that, to go on strike and gather people up to go on strike against who you're working for or the career field you're in or whatever the case may be, and then they get fired. This person wanted you to be like you could avoid a scenario situation like, and then they get mad. They get mad. Basically, the whole premise is like somebody got fired, somebody got reprimanded. They got mad and tried to take you down with them. I heard this before I did the previous channel message. Somebody this is what I heard this morning. I heard that somebody knows that they're dying, and they want to take you with them. And I was joking with God, like in all seriousness, I was joking with God. I'm just like that would make sense because you know the enemy never makes sense. I'm like, how the fuck you like now you know like we not going to the same place. Like what would be the point? What would be the point if you know? What would be the point if you know that you're an evil, cruel, unloved person and you going to HE double hockey sticks and you want to try to take down a good person with you? You're not even going to the same place. And then I felt this right here, something right here, like somebody trying to target me. No, you're not. You're being targeted, bitch. No shopping center. We are not the same. I am a Martian. That's a Marine like Carl Thomas. Slot low, ready to aim at any target. Like, what are you talking about? Something about Drake is very significant. There's a whole bunch of Drake notes here. I mentioned Scorpio. I really don't care. Like, that song drop, 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 drop a 50 bag for the mom. Then, ooh, I was really, really trying to keep it PG. Like, Drake be trolling on a different level. Y'all don't even understand. Like, I used to be a very much of a Drake advocate. I have changed my ways, but I'm still gonna narrate how I narrate. So like Drake, yo, Drake is very psychic, bitch. I ain't gonna hold you. I had to come to terms with it. Drake is very psychic. That's probably what's been getting him this far. Thus far. Drake is very psychic. I saw certain aspects of his birth chart. I believe it. What kind of psychic he is, we already know he be doing spell work. Don't do it on me. You know, like if this this is the kind of I can say it. God, Drake, you don't gotta do no spell work on me. You can just give me money. That's about it. That's the only language I'm gonna talk with you. There don't gotta be no conversation, nothing. You can just put money in my hand, in my account. That's all I care about. I don't care about no conversation. I don't want no motherfucking conversation with Jay-Z. I don't want. When they be like, if you had the option to just take this much amount of money or have a conversation with Jay-Z, like, bitch, just give me the fucking money. I don't give a fuck. Anyway, something about Drake, his acting, the TV show, that trailer scene he had. Very significant. But back to Bob saying, drop, 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 drop a 50 bag for the mom at the spot. I was really, really trying to keep it easy. That nigga was trolling Diddler. That nigga was trolling Diddler. Nobody peep game. Drop a 50 bag for the mob at the spot. 50, a 50 bag, 50 Cent documentary. Ooh, I was really, really trying to keep it PG. Can like for all we know, Drake not even really even beefing with Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar with the distraction so that Diddy trial could go forward. Did this turn into an SNR? I don't really know. Don't give a fuck. Um, I had this warehouse dream. I had this warehouse dream at the age of 6. Basically, I was driving. I said this dream narration so many different times. Basically, it was a father figure. Well, no, false father figure, false mother figure, false sister in the car. I was in the backseat with my false sister. Excuse me. And we were driving down a dark road, but it was the street lights was on. The street lights turned off, and the 2D Dreamcatcher message I was talking about, and anywho's, and everybody except for me, I was in the vehicle. At, at the age, I was sick when this dream happened, so obviously I could not operate a motor vehicle at the time. Ha 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 ha! Drake his knee. Ha 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 ha! Me and driving. I don't know. Was Drake supposed to be a dancer or something? Like, oh my god! If you really think about it, hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Because when certain people, especially celebrities, are like spiritually attacked early on, they don't know what the fuck going on. They always try to do like humiliation rituals on them celebrities. Like ha ha, that's why you can't. Like Drake might have been a dancer. I don't know. Drake might have wanted to learn a little 2-step or whatever like it would be. Maybe, maybe there were some people in the industry that like was looking into Drake and his birthright and stuff like that, and they was like, this nigga actor, he a singer and he rapping. We not gonna let this nigga dance. We not gonna let this nigga dance. They was, and because you know early on Drake's career, they kept attacking his motherfucking knee, bitch. But that goes back to his acting gig from Degrassi because they try to do like that, you know, that Hollywood shit. Because you know he did come from a different country, then to start going to America, they were like, we not letting this nigga act. Now he was doing his own shit, but anywho. But it took a very long time for him to get there because whatever the fuck they were doing. Anywho, well, I think but like that's what I'm saying. Like, the humiliation ritual thing with Drake, I think they were spiritually attacking Drake's legs because they didn't want him to dance. Because you know, in America back in the day, dancing, singers who dance was like a thing, and I think they thought like Drake had too many talents, so it was like, oh, we're not gonna even let this nigga learn how to dance. And then they brought up Chris Brown, did the whole love triangle beef shit, and then had this nigga dancing around and pop locking and shit at like to make him feel some type of way because they kept attacking his knee previously. You see how the enemy be fucking thinking? Just stupid. Anywho's. Mm-hmm. Anywho's. Yep. Anywho, back to the 2D Dreamcatcher narrations. Because I said so many times, that's why I'm talking like this. Because I was at that age of 6. At the time, I had that 2D Dreamcatcher dream in the dream state. I couldn't operate motor vehicles. So somewhere I got out the vehicle and found where the ops is holding these people at. So it's a scenario situation where somebody tried to kidnap you and your destiny. using divination, spiritual attack, whatever the case may be. It could be people that you're supposed to look up to, or you're supposed to look at as people who are going to protect you and stuff like that, and be that parental figure, that non-biological parental figure that's supposed to teach you something good, and the whole time they trying to do something, not knowing you had secret allies everywhere, bitch. You had you had the mob, you had the motherfucking hitman, you had the motherfucking, hey, you got everybody in your pocket, just waiting for somebody to do you something. Just waiting for somebody to do you something. Had the you had allies that was allies with your ops. You had allies that was fake allies with your ops, waiting for them to do you something so they can do something to them. Oh, oh, we about to go kidnap this person. Word. When, where? Oh, this place and this person. We gonna go in this direction. I bet. Talk to you later. Ambush. Boom. Oh, we're gonna hijack this person and hold him for ransom. Where? Where at? I said such place. Don't tell nobody. Ha ha ha. You know I'm not. And they get kidnapped, ambushed. How ironic. It's like shit like that. It's like shit like that. We're gonna do this person something. Word. Not knowing you how important you are to this person and or people. Scenario situation. Not knowing how important your destiny and calling is to not only yourself but the whole wide world. We're gonna do something to this person. Word. Whole time, just waiting for you to do something. Just whole time. Like, and this could be like in all physicality, or this could just be from like the angelic realm, like God, your archangels, your guardian angel, just waiting for somebody to do you something. Have the person believe that they really got the ability to do something to you, and just boom on their ass, like they not even gonna see it coming, like they thought you wasn't gonna see it coming. Anywho's. And basically, the 2D Dreamcatcher message, I hid behind a giant boulder, rock, stone, whatever the case may be. Came from behind there, untied my my false sibling and my false mother in the dream. We come to find out it was just my Scorpio aunt. And my false father figure, I guess, was supposed to be my Cancer zodiac sign uncle who passed away. We had to separate them folk because their marriage was the problem. And marrying that bitch was the problem. That nigga rather died than continue his marriage. Something about a documentary, like somebody might do you something and they thought they got like away with it, or they thought they were doing you something the whole time. They don't even know it's a whole camera crew, team, TV show, movie producer waiting to fucking narrate what the fuck they done did to you. Like, drop, 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 drop. What? Like, I'm not necessarily wishing on Drake's death. What I'm saying is Drake's documentary gonna be the best documentary thus far in my life, and my life is still gonna continue. But because I'm gonna see that shit. The Drake documentary, whatever documentary Drake ever do, is going to be so good. I'm talking about a 50 Cent worthy documentary. You think the Beyonce documentary is good? All of them. You think the 50 Cent Diddler documentary is good? You think the R. Kelly documentary is good? The whatever documentary Drake do gonna be so. I'm not even like, mind you, I'm not advocating for Drake, but I'm saying Drake don't be saying nothing too much. Drake be knowing a lot of shit and don't be saying nothing. I could only imagine what he would put in his documentary about other people. All right, so 2 people left. Hashtag be exposed. Something about Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, zodiac sign placements in their birth chart. A false married couple. a cord cut from a false man and woman. Something about the word of God, or a false man and woman of God. Something about the church. Two people weren't supposed to marry each other, but somebody else will. Something about a sister-in-law. All right, you could have had a sister-in-law or some church folk that were trying to energy harvest or pretend to be you. So it was in the spirit, you didn't know. So it was in the spiritual, like, not necessarily blocking your blessing, but delaying you from marriage or being with the right person because somebody was pretending to be you because they was energy harvesting off of you. So don't be surprised when you see certain couples, whether they're married or they've been together for a specific long amount of time, they break up because they were never supposed to be together. This could have already happened. There could be a documentary about this. Um, I was supposed to talk about this in the previous channel message. I got this non-relative Virgo cousin who, like, he's one of the people, like, directly or indirectly, that was energy harvesting a few years ago with the relationship he was in because somebody else was doing that, whatever the case would be, because they didn't want me to know who I was supposed to be with. Now I'm with them. But anywho's, it reminded me because, like, in order, like, this is all right. I told you I dated my male ex lover Lulu, the Virgo male ex lover. I have a non-relative cousin that I grew up with who's also a Virgo, and my previous relationship with my ex lover, who's not my cousin by the way, um, taught me everything I knew to know about my non-relative cousin who's also a Virgo. Um, it was very enlightening because when I was previously, it's like when I was previously dating my male ex lover, the Virgo, I was more around towards the end of that relationship around my non-relative male ex Virgo. So, like, I realized after dating that Virgo man that, like, what kind of person my non-relative Virgo cousin was. I was like, wow, because, like, it's like them two niggas was getting karma at the same time in different ways. Um, mind you, if you ever want to see know what it looks like when somebody's doing root work on you because, like, you're whooping their ass in the spiritual and physicality things. Can you see it? That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like when somebody trying to do root work on you. Anywho, it'll heal up. I know I fix it. Because this shit wasn't here yesterday, so it don't gotta be there tomorrow. Anywho's, yeah, like that shit was like, it was like an inside joke with my biological sibling because, like, there was a conversation being had about, like, my non-relative Virgo cousin and his relationship that he was in because, like, his girlfriend, like, they was interracial dating. They were two different ethnicities. His girlfriend seems like somewhat of a delightful woman, but, like, she also looks like she kind of off, like she could be a little crazy, whatever the case may be. Um, but that's the I don't care. Don't got nothing to do with me. But, like, be yourself. But, like, she, for the most part, she's very delightful. But the thing is, she would have these instances where she'll be going off on this nigga, threatening to get him jumped and beat up, and, like, we want to put hands and feet on him and stuff like that. All this domestic violence shit darn near. And then, like, it was interesting to me because I'd never seen that scenario happen in regards to the youth of a church. And they're supposed to be, like, church youth leaders and stuff like that. So I've never seen a domestic violence relationship in regards to youth leaders and shit like that to, like, ever in my life. So it was very interesting for me to just kind of not say nothing but observe. that scenario. So I was waiting for somebody to say something or whatever the case may be, and then somebody did. They was like, it's not really her fault. That nigga, that Virgo, the non-relative cousin, he's very like manipulative. He'll manipulate certain scenarios and situations to make her act like that, and then he'll be sitting there acting like he don't know why she acting like that. And I was like, oh my gosh, my ex acts the same way. So now I just come to the conclusion that Virgo men just act like that. I've had a few Virgo male ex lovers. I believe it. Now I believe that Virgo men, like, since I play, I don't think y'all shit in regards to how y'all treat women. And I think that's the whole gist of your zodiac sign. I'm not saying every Virgo sun sign woman. Excuse me. I'm not acting like a bitch. All right. I'm not saying every sun sign Virgo man isn't shit. What I'm saying is, Virgo sun sign men, I'm realizing, have a karmic contract in regards to duality because Virgo is a feminine zodiac sign. So if you're a man and you have prominent Virgo placements, specifically the sun sign placements, not only are you supposed to understand, because Virgo men have this understanding where they understand women because of their zodiac sign. Howsoever, because of the duality of it, and your masculine energy and your feminine energy, and you understanding the feminine energy in women in totality, you shouldn't use that information as a Virgo man to belittle or demean women. With that full understanding, because you have the zodiac sign within yourself and in your birth chart, you should not only understand women, but you should not use it against women. And I think that's Virgo sun sign placement men's karmic contract. So when you see a Virgo sun sign man not appreciating women to a certain capacity, just know they have not fulfilled their karmic contract and they are far as fuck away from their destiny. And that's just what I've observed from many Virgo sun sign placement men. Like I said, it's not all of them. Your father is your husband. There's certain qualities that you're in regards to romantic love interest and stuff like that. Let's get to the good shit. There's certain qualities that your father figure, if you have one, your biological father, whoever your father figure is, that's good, that they're gonna have that are like to your husband. What God wants you to know is like it's something about your husband and your father in regards to their connections. There's something like your husband and or your father might have industry connections. Mine does. Just saying. All right. Would you being enlightened about who was energy harvesting off of you to get in relationships? You cutting that cord. You speaking your truth. It's going to naturally make these false couples separate. You're not even going to have to do anything. You don't really have to even bring the people up. If you have to, you have to. You don't, you don't. Howsoever, these false relationships that these other people are in, that they were energy harvesting off of you to be in, they don't necessarily have to be romantic. They also can be platonic. You might see friends breaking up, homies breaking up. You might see relationships breaking up, and you're like, what the fuck going on? They've been friends, they've been dating they've been in a relationship for X amount of years. It was fake. They was in a relationship to compete with you, confirmation. They was in a relationship to compete with you with your own energy. Something about Drake song Janice, and I put shut the fuck up. I don't know what the fuck that is. Somebody wants you to shut the fuck up. I'm not shutting the fuck up. It's literally in my birth chart not to shut the fuck up. But when I wrote that, I was thinking of Big Sean. Bitch, shut the fuck up. Was it bitch? Or the hoe? Ho, shut the fuck up. Or bitch, shut the fuck up. I like, ho, shut the... That don't sound authentic. Hold on. Ho, shut the fuck up. That don't sound authentic. Ho, shut the fuck up. Ho, shut the fuck up. Ho, shut the fuck up. or bitch, shut the fuck up. I don't know that. Neither one of them sound authentic. You know it's authentic. You know it's authentic if I'm mad. Like, and I don't want to be mad. That shit sounds very authentic if I'm mad. But it just don't like when I'm not mad. I can't get into it. Like, it's certain things that don't come out authentically if I'm not upset. So like me cursing in that type of way don't sound authentic if I'm not upset. Like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Like, that's what it's gonna sound like. It's gonna sound so white girl, like so Caucasian. But if I'm mad, I'm gonna sound like a whole nigga, bitch. Steer clear. I just had to do this channel message, so I just want to get it out the way. So let's read the cards. God allows me to have peace in my life. Throne angels assist with my divine life path and purpose. Booming on ops. Great. Message at the top of the deck. God, what we need to know about the channel message? I'm living in my purpose. Amen. Me and my supporter are living in our purpose. What do we need now? What do we need to know that's important at the time being? Somebody wanted to clash with you. Group of people, an organization which services ideas, goods, and needs using specific strategies. Card number 547, significant change and protection. Luck is arriving. God is my manager. So you're about to be collaborating with a whole bunch of people, a group of people who are like-minded. Yay! For me and my supporters. This is what we're about to be doing. All that support me in a positive manner shall receive instant blessings and poo for the ops, not the good kind. This is in regards to Leo, Aquarius, Cancer, and Libra, zodiac signs and embodiments. God is very much in this scenario situation. This is good. This is good. You should go listen to the previous channel message because it has something to do with that. All that support me in a positive manner shall receive instant blessings. Bill of Rights, First Amendment, freedom of the religion, speech, and the press, encounter from God. Somebody wanted to talk shit about your spiritual beliefs. Somebody wanted to talk shit about what you believe in and what you're saying, what you're doing, what you're wearing. Blah, blah, blah. God gonna show them all right. I am safe where I go and how I travel. Bitch, somebody didn't want you. Let's say you got like something important to say to someone, or you got something important to do somewhere. Somebody wanted to cause like an accident or something like that. Bitch, it's gonna happen to them instead. I promise you. Somebody could have tried this shit previously. God, they gonna have an encounter for God. All right. The Eighth Amendment. Somebody eighth house placement is very significant in regards to an inheritance. You're supposed to be getting some money. I'm supposed to be getting some money. Me and my support are supposed to be getting some money for doing something, saying something. But you gotta travel. You gotta go somewhere to go do this shit. I don't know if it's like nearby or you got at a distance, bitch. But like somebody did not want you to go take that trip. Prohibits excessive bail and fines so that the government will not abuse its power, creating unwarranted federal crime and punishment. Bitch. Somebody wanted to say. All right, let me talk about this encounter for God. I got this ex-lover, Pisces sun sign placement that like basically he treated like this is back to like when I was talking about that Scorpio ex-lover, like basically when I was in high school. I have a when I was in high school I dated date is a strong word. I was actually active with this one of my ex-lovers who's a Pisces sun sign placement. One of them. When I used to be sexually active with him, he didn't used to treat me the best. Even after I graduated, he didn't used to treat me the best, whatever the case would be. I didn't understand why I was so infatuated with him, but it had something more to do with my birth chart. So, and I wasn't understanding that, like the way I was feeling about him, that's actually how he was feeling. But like I wasn't. It's just how my birth chart is. So it was like reverse psychology, obsession, some shit like that. But like he wanted to treat me like an asshole, no pun intended, because I don't do anal. And he wanted me to be obsessed with him, but really he was obsessed with me, but it was reverse psychology. Anyways, so once I realized that, and I stopped giving a fuck, like, because like he didn't treat me good, like, and he almost harmed me, bitch. And that wasn't the first time over the case may be. Anywho, previously. Long story short, so when we was in high school, he wasn't treating me good and everything like that. Basically, I had stopped talking to him because I didn't like what he had did. Because the bitch tried to, the bitch tried to stab me for I think like a gang initiation or something like that, and I wasn't realizing what the fuck was going on. So he was a Pisces sun placement, and you know what they say about Pisces. So fast forward, I'm in high school. That was like probably like my sophomore, junior year. We get to junior, senior year, whatever the case may be. I have class, whatever the case may be, and like, what the fuck had happened? I had a classmate that I went to school with for like multitudes of years previously, right? We just so happened to have a class together, whatever the case may be. My name Jessica, her name Jessica. I'm like, all right, cool. She was just Spanish, and she seemed so timid and nice, and whatever the case may be. I thought, but like, anywho, neither here or there. She announced that she was pregnant. First, she had got pregnant. We was like, all right, congratulations, whatever the case may be. Then she lived life. She got pregnant, whatever the case may be. Whoever her child father was, I guess it didn't work out. Then bitch, she get married. Now she got married after high school, whatever the case may be. If I'm not mistaken, or she got married twice. I don't fucking know. But I just know she had got, the whole her getting pregnant in high school don't like neither here or there. But that is a confirmation in regards to something else for me. But anyway, so I only say this to say I went to high school with the girl. I went to school with her before that for multitudes of years. I graduated from high school. My Pisces sun sign placement, male ex lover, one of them, he starts visiting locally my area. He didn't live in the same town I lived in. He lived in another city. I kept seeing him at these random locations. It was one time he was in his vehicle, and he was like, it was one time he seen me, and I was going to the store or something like that, and he was like, "Hey, talk to me. Hey, 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 don't you hear me talking to you? Like, come here, come here, come here." And I was like, darn near, like, I was like jogging to get away from him. I just left him standing there. Then I seen this car following me. It was him in his car, and he was like following me in his car. He used to be doing the freaking most, and that's when I first started like, all right, whatever the case would be. But I never thought too much into it. I'm just like, all right, he just really liked me or whatever the case would be. But it's so ironic because previously he was acting like he didn't give a fuck. So this is when I used to be bored and doing shit because I was bored. So like when I be bored, I would give my ex lovers a chance again and shit like that. Not to collect bodies and shit, body counts and shit. Neither here nor there. Who cares? So, bitch. One day I think I told y'all this story. One day I was bored. I went to go see him. We got very intoxicated. Had some great sex. He took me to his house. And then when I woke up, he was on the edge of the bed reading a freaking book with his glasses on. I didn't even know he wore glasses. Then he told me he had something he had to go do, but he told me to stay comfortable, stay at his home, make myself comfortable, but don't leave. I'm like, all right. So I'm thinking he about to do something really quick. This shit taking hours, bitch. I had something to do. I had my own kid at the time. I'm like, like, he takes too long. I gotta get back to my kid. Now he left me at his house. He lived in his house with his mother. I didn't know his grandmother lived there too because I went to go use the bathroom. His mama was in the kitchen. His grandma was doing something else. So I'm just like, they didn't say nothing to me. I didn't say nothing to them. I'm just like, all right, I was getting weird vibes from both of them, and I didn't leave the room to go use the bathroom until like the mom was in the kitchen cooking and stuff like that, and then the fact they didn't say nothing to me, like I was just walking around that bitch. I could have just went adventuring. I don't know. So the nigga never like get back on time. Like 2-3 hours had went by. I'm leaving. I found my way to go home, where it could be a nigga blowing my phone later on, like, why did you leave? I'm just like, what the fuck? Bitch, I go on social media after I left his house. Remember I told you that nigga left and he ain't come back like after 2 3 hours and stuff like that. So I left because he was taking too long. I go on social media. Why the fuck this nigga went and got married? This nigga went and got married while I was in his bed. Why he told me to stay there, and he got married to the other girl who got the same first name as me. Oh, I ain't talked to that nigga after that. Nigga kept messaging me, talking about he loved me and all this other. Oh my gosh. Then he had got a divorce, and he wanted to date me afterwards. But I ain't gonna tell you. I ain't gonna tell you what happened after that. But like that was, bitch. Why now? Why I bring that story up again? Anyways, Eighth Amendment, Bill of Rights. I heard that your eighth house placement can tells you who's obsessed with you. With zodiac sign usually tends to be very obsessive with you. Prohibits excessive bail and fines so that the government will not abuse its power, creating unwarranted federal crime and punishment. Oh yeah. After I found out he had got married to the girl with the same name as me, I went and God led me to go look this nigga up, and I found him on shot.com and for terroristic threats. And I'm like, this was around the time he was married to, and I'm like, oh my gosh, is that why they got a divorce? He started acting crazy because certain scenarios that happened and certain things that I already previously had happened. I was just like, oh wow. I'm like, I can't be dealing with that shit. I can't be dealing with no craziness like that on me. Now other people on my behalf, that's different, but like towards me, I don't even know where I was going with that shit. God, can you make this card more clear? God, thank you for the education. Something about education. God, thank you, God, for the educators who teach on your behalf. You could have came across some certain interesting people who equipped you for certain experiences you're going through now. I'm not saying you better go through no crazy experience with no love interest now because that wouldn't be the right person. Maybe you went through certain scenarios where you just understand certain zodiac signs and their placements when you're dealing with your lover. Maybe your lover has certain zodiac sign placement that somebody else was like, oh, you got, oh, all right, that's that. Thank you, God. I use my leadership skills to inspire others by sharing my accomplished goals. I'm hearing, but wait, there's more. Price range. I've been, or God been like, I've been having these encounters from God. All right, price range. Somebody trying to figure out how much y'all wedding gonna cost, bitch. Or at least a ring or something. I don't know. Great. Somebody sure is crazy about you in all the good ways. Leave them crazy ass exes in the past.